height is the next big thing for quite some time. He said, I think playing at Kansas really prepares you for this. You're basically treated like a rock star wherever you go. I think that really translates to the NBA. Gentlemen?
Unlimited potential, Doris. Thank you very much.
The Wolves did fare well against the East, but if they were able to play just a little better at the defensive end of the floor, I think they could have had a pretty strong out-of-conference record.
That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Hummel.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
It's a great formula, and it's really a sign that the offense is clicking.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. He kicks it to Wiggins. Pass to Bennett. He feeds it to Wiggins. No one near him. Bosh grabs the miss. Bosh has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Dang, and that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. And some changes here for the Heat. Whiteside's checked in for Anderson. Wade comes in for Chris Bosh. And Steph Curry is subbed in for the Doctor. Here's Dang. A three-pointer is right on target. Dang's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the threes continue to go down at that end with almost nothing happening from deep at the other.
But the way to turn that around is defensively, by stopping their outside shot, not by getting into a shootout.
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Gorgui Dang. Rubio with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. The shot is off. Now the Heat take it the other way. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. And Muhammad kicks to Rubio. Dishes it to Wiggins. Clock at 6. Unloads from 13. Tries again. And it's Pekovic missing. The Heat leading by 12. Curry kicks to Wade. Curry dishes to Wade. Pulls up on the wing. And he hits the jump shot. Wade's got his first basket of the night.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Young's shot is off.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Kevin Martin is checked in for Minnesota. The Heat shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Well, you take a look back to last year, guys. This is a club that converted about 76% of its free throws.
Now here's Muhammad. Wade is covering. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
Thaddeus Young, a face-up 4-man. A lot more of a driver, but trying to develop his three-point shot. In fact, last season, a career high in attempts from long range, and he made them at a pretty respectable rate.
Here's Martin. Another miss by Minnesota.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Curry attacking. Knocked away. Stolen by Rubio. Here's Martin, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
That's the way you creep back into a game. Get those key stops, push it down the floor with your transition game.
And Young, really a solid three-point shooter from straight on last season. Good form, even with the somewhat slow trigger. He can knock that shot down. He becomes a nightmare to defend because we know he can get to the bucket.
Knocks it loose. Martin kicks to Rubio. The dish to Pekovic. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And Young, in his 8th season, still just 26 years of age.
Yeah, room to grow. I mean, if he develops that three-point shot and gets a little stronger on the boards, I think he has a chance to become one of the best face-up 4s in the league.
Well, Nikola Pekovic, a battering ram style of play, but really soft hands for a big guy. I think that combination makes him one of the most effective inside scorers in the league.
Miami leading by 14. It's Curry with the drive. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. You know, Steven, for Pekovic, he's not the NBA leader in points in the paint every season. He's not far off, though. A great post-up score, something you see less and less of nowadays.
And even off the ball, a great offensive rebounder and finisher. He punishes you on the inside.
Here's Muhammad. It gets rebounded by Ennis. Ennis has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And good on the basket. Book it.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
And there's the pass to Whiteside. The kick out to Dang. It's good from long range. Dang's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for Miami.
Starting to get a little momentum here after that scoreless first quarter.
Rubio against Curry. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, 2 seasons ago, the Heat were rolling. They won a franchise record 66 games. 27 of those came consecutively. Last season, they managed the regular season. They knew they had to pace themselves in an effort to try to win a 3rd straight championship.
An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
And it's the Heat on the break. Curry's got the ball and the jam by Whiteside.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof.
Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Martin with the bucket. And last season, I'd say, guys, the Heat more or less just conceded that #1 seed to the Pacers.
Yeah, almost like a marathon runner. You know, they just didn't want to burn out early, so they just kind of found their pace throughout the season. And they weren't worried too much about the home seed. They were concerned more with their own health. And I thought Eric Spoelstra handled all of those dynamics perfectly.
Napier, he's checked in for Ennis. So he comes up empty at the line.
Now, toughness, such a key part of playing in the NBA. You know, a lot of times people associate that word with physical toughness, but sometimes it's just mental toughness as well. You know, trying to play through injuries, just focusing through adversity, overcoming a shooting slump, being able to play under pressure. I mean, that's all part of being a tough player.
Timberwolves trail by 17. Minnesota calls timeout. We talk about toughness, physical toughness, mental toughness, really the cornerstone of being, Clark, respected in this league.
And I think sometimes guys get mixed up about toughness. It's making tough plays at tough times. It's not always necessarily how physical you can be. I like what Steve said, the ability to block out distraction and execute in the biggest moments, that's toughness. It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Napier passes to Dang, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Martin dishes to Rubio, and Steph Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And another foul would give him 3 before the half, something to keep our eyes on.
Here's Martin, and the shot is good. Martin's got 9.
He is really having a good quarter, a strong quarter, an efficient quarter, doing a lot of positive things out there.
The kick out to Dang. And here's Whiteside. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And his shot blocking was a major factor in that game, Kevin. 3 blocks, strong presence in the paint.
Rubio outside, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. These teams were last season's best passers. The squads with the most assists in the NBA. 5th, the Timberwolves.
Yeah, wonderful passing team, and it was the kind of basketball that fans love to watch. Very unselfish.
And he gets it to go.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Pekovic with a screen on Curry. The kick out to Young. Goes back up. And Pekovic with the lay-in. Pekovic has got 8 points.
They have got to put a body on him because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
And let's take a look now at the numbers for Dwyane Wade. Very nice season for him last year. He was around 19 points per game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. Certainly not numbers he should be disappointed in, but we know what a high standard he holds himself to.
Well, quite honestly, I hope he's not disappointed. I mean, he's been giving them major contributions on a daily basis.
And Young kicks to Pekovic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Miami.
Nikola Pekovic, prior to last season, signed a 5-year, $60 million extension. And he missed a month with a right ankle issue. But that aside, he went about showing that he was worth every penny.
And some changes here for the Heat. Anderson, he's checked in for Whiteside. Wash comes in for Luol Deng. And the doctor subbed in for Steph Curry. Count the bucket.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
Here's Rubio. 7 points in the game.
And Pekovic had the best scoring rate of his career last season. Prior to that injury, he led the league in second chance points. He's just a monster inside.
The baseline J. It's hauled in by the Heat.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
Young with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Martin. Makes it off the glass. Martin's got 11 points. And steady improvement for Nikola Pekovic over his 4 seasons in the NBA.
Yeah, he's improved his rebound rate every season. A dramatic improvement in protecting the ball. Turnovers used to be a big problem for him, but now it's an area of strength.
Timberwolves trail by 16. Rubio outside. He dishes it to Martin. Feeds to Pekovic. 6 to shoot. Young outside. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. And it's blocked by Wade. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. The Heat leading by 16. Napier passes to Bosch. No good from outside.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Out left to the wing. Back to Williams. Outside Martin. On the wing, Williams. Money from the wing. Williams has got 12.
If you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Patel misses the 3.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early. Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Bosch misses. Throws it from deep. The shot misses.
Well, and with their exposure and obviously, Coach, some great work tonight on the defensive side of the ball. How does the team's defense play into your offense?
It just energizes us. We have an ignitable group, and that's how we play. So we have to continue to stay the course and try to keep them off the three-point line as best as we can.
Eric, thank you. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Boy, you wonder how long he can continue to shoot the 3 ball as well as he has to this point. It's been lights out.
Steve, you know that as well as anyone being the shooter you were. Sometimes you have those nights where the bucket looks 3 feet wide.
D-Wade out there with Chris Bosch. Then there's Whiteside. Then there's the doctor. And it's Curry in at the 2 guard. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with.
Minnesota is in a bit of a difficult spot with their road games. They always have to travel a great distance to get to opposing sites because they're in the Western Conference, and that can take a toll over the course of the season.
Patel, the pass to Whiteside. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
There were a lot of hopeful Minnesota fans thinking they had a chance at the playoffs last year early, but injuries and slumps derailed their season.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
Kevin, his poor free throw shooting is really taking its toll. With all of those trips to the line, it's got to be tough. Boy, it's been rough waters from the foul line for him. His bad fortune continues.
Patel, his finishes can be dazzling, especially Clark at his side.
Well, you look at a guy who doesn't have the height of some other big-time dunkers, and it always looks better, and he certainly makes up for the lack of height with that athleticism.
Yeah, his leaping ability is just off the charts, guys.
Outside Bosch. And Kevin Martin pulls it down. Well, it doesn't seem that long ago, but it's been a decade, Clark, a decade since the Wolves were in the playoff situation.
Time moves on, you know that, Kevin. It races by. Hard to believe they were a postseason lock for much of the late 90s and early 2000s.
There's a guy named Kevin Garnett that was there. Help that cause.
Yes, sir.
That's good.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break gave him a second win. He looks fresh.
Patel, the pass to Wade. Good ball movement here by Miami. The shot. Whiteside dishes to Curry. Bosch, no one around him. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
An unusual skill set for a big man. The long-range shot gives you such good spacing offensively.
And Rubio kicks to Muhammad. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Muhammad's got his second bucket tonight. The Heat leading by 16. Passes it to Whiteside. A 3 from Bosch. That doesn't go either for Bosch. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Muhammad. Here's Young. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. Young's got 8 points.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Took him no time at all on that one. And that's now 10 points for Wade.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
Minnesota calls timeout.
You can point to a number of reasons why the Heat were so dominant at home last year, but one that stuck out to me, guys, was just how efficient they were offensively.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Kept alive, Pekovic, soft touch off the glass. 12 points for him.
That's where you like to get shots, inside and close to the hoop.
And look here at the Heat, how they ranked in the NBA last season. First in shooting percentage, second in steals, and they also showed up